So,
why void?
Because the best. Well, wait a minute. I have to go buy that filter apparently. So.
Anything for you, hero.
Crap. I forgot where to buy the filter from.
Shipment's late.
Received an invitation.
It's not from Eververse.
Yeah, it is.
She's not selling it.
Not Eververse, the Silver Dust store.
It's
only broadcast
Eververse.
stopped. No, this one over here, the Silver Dust.
Oh, that is a store. All right. Well, I'm doing this.
No, hers is silver. This one's Silver Dust.
Shut your face.
And then you also have to put on gold and one of our little helmets.
What?
Okay.
You didn't have to, and I'm not wearing gold.
Yeah, you are. Or you
Golden.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it. That's a waste. That's a waste. Well, no, I'm doing it anyways. I lied to you. While I'm doing this, if you guys want to go ahead and say your names or not, whatever. It's up to you.
Mine, shit.
Well, when I just clicked on this thing, it said broadcast stopped.
Well, it says I'm still on the air, so.
Oh.
So I mean, just go ahead, I guess. All right. Wait. No. Okay. There we go.
All right. So what? Never mind. We're in black and white. Doesn't matter what we want. So we ready? We ready to go fail at this since we're in black and white?
Yeah, you know it, bro.
Adam, you're probably gonna have to upgrade that shader because I don't think you can get in right now.
What? What do you mean I won't be able to get in right now?
I don't think we can do it with your artifact being so low.
What?
Do you have one in the vault you can use to infuse?
Just an artifact? God, you needy little bastard. I had the fun of having it, so... Where the crap am I... Okay. Screw it. There we go. Fine. Whatever. Yeah. There. It won't be black and white. You needy jerks. You don't kill myself.
Finally.
Yeah, usually it's me doing that.
It's usually us doing that. Get it right. I kill myself just as many times as you kill yourself.
That's probably true, actually.
Not probably. It's a fact.
All the burns.
Alright.
All the burns plus daybreak. We are so going to fail at this.
Woo! Victory for us. Alright. I have been... Jacob knows, because last time he was over... I think it was last time he was over. Me and him watched... I think at the very least... I don't know... I don't remember if we watched the full episode, or if we watched just the opening, but it was the new...
Tenix the Scarred has become Tenix...
The new Yu-Gi-Oh! Show.
Tenix's crew has joined the
Which one?
Splicers.
They're
They're using Siva to reanimate his body and overtake his
No, we watched
V-Rain.
the first full episode.
Lord
Okay.
Saladin says you were indispensable.
Because we
in
made
old
the
Russia.
comment at the very end how there wasn't
We
actually a
thought you should be
gameplay.
the one to
Oh
handle
yeah,
this.
it was the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they
Yeah.
didn't even get to a game or anything. It was just exposition the whole way through. And I was actually like kind of marathoning it today.
Sepix, the Iron Bloods, and now Tenix.
I actually only just got off like about
to throw against us.
an hour ago. I stopped watching and
Won't
stuff.
stop with
But
Tenix Guardian.
as I was watching it, a realization came to me, Curtis. Your main decks essentially just get screwed over by the new format that they do.
Why?
Because they take away 2 monster zones and 2 magic and trap zones, and you don't get as big a hand anymore. So it's literally like a lot of your like prep time and stuff that you do is now like a no longer viable. Perfect. Who? What? No.
Dodge you, Adam.
Them darn exploders, man. They deal more damage.
I kind of forgot about all of that being on. I gotta take off this black and white. I can't.
You punk ass bitch.
Yeah, well.
You're already caving. You're giving up.
Yeah.
Throwing in the towel.
Yeah.
Being a bitch.
Being still is.
But yeah, on that night, I also went ahead and made a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
And he
First one
massacred
in
me.
years.
Like you just destroyed me completely. like I was so proud. I was like, I think I'm gonna do pretty good. Nope. Nope. He
Grab at the nerds.
He ruined me, Curtis. Oh, I forgot that was a
What you get? I mentioned the turret.
I didn't know where you had went. I haven't played in a while. We all forgot about the turrets.
I was just making a run for it.
Alright guys, great start. Let's round 2.
I do like some of the new mechanics that they did do for the new season and stuff. Oh, damn.
You got killed by the Shriekers, man. Come on.
Oh.
Now we're gonna revive your dead ass.
Oh. You pathetic. Pathetic. But, like I said, like,
with those things.
there's a lot of...
What'll happen? I mean, it's almost down, Curtis. I just gotta take it out. Nothing bad'll happen.
But yeah, there's
You're
a
gonna
lot
revive
of...
me just in time to kill it, and then it's gonna kill me again.
Ah, damn it, I didn't have a rocket.
But yeah, there's a lot of mechanics that the new show introduces that I do like. But it's one of those things where it's like... I also like the fact that it's the one show where it is openly not in continuity or anything with any of the other shows. Jesus
I
Curtis.
absolutely suck today. Yeah, let me check to make sure I got everything set up right. I do. I just suck.
Jeez. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a lot of the mechanics and stuff that they introduce, I do like. And like I said, I do like the fact that it's not in continuity with any of the other shows or anything. It's actually, the only continuity it holds is it's actually canon with the original manga.
Gotcha.
So, like, it ignores,
Hey,
like,
this time,
GX and 5Ds and all that.
this time, if you two could avoid running ahead, that'd be...
No dice, Leroy. No.
I will say, just go ahead and use your supers often, since they're also getting...
Oh, yeah. Crap, I forgot all about it. You pathetic jerk, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't me, look, I'm still up and running.
You self-revived, you little asshole.
Oh, I forgot the turret revives. I forgot the
You
turret
pushed me back
revives.
into the enemy.
See what you did. See what you did.
I didn't do shit.
What's wrong with you guys? Jeez.
Oh, I knew this was gonna be a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. We're great at this. Shut up.
Believe in myself. I believe. Oh man, 3 whole kills.
Trying?
No? That question should be obvious.
They won't stop when Tenix
Yeah.
put him to rest and
Oh,
purge all
I will also
traces.
say that this show, the Yu-Gi-Oh show, has my favorite companion character. What? Oh, they track. I forgot they track.
Well, and I blew up one of them.
I forgot.
I cut a rocket at one of them, so...
Okay. Like
That might have been my bad.
I was just like, I avoided it. Ha!
Both the other one too.
Call me an asshole. At least I didn't kill the damn thing.
But yeah, it has my favorite companion character. It has my favorite companion character in it, and it also has my favorite kind of interaction between the main character and the companion character, because it's the only interaction that actually feels like legit. Like all the other companion characters and everything, like they all like immediately get along with each other, or are slightly stupefied. This one is straight up like the main character's like, "I'm holding you hostage. You're a negotiation ship," and oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I lied to you. And it's
why would you lie to it like that?
But I'm on like episode 15 now, and they still are kind of like super indifferent to each other. They're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And like companion character isn't like the know-all character. He's actually pretty like stupid compared to. He's just kind of like, I mean, I'm here. Whatever. I don't know what the crap you're talking about or anything. Stop holding me hostage. I will say, like, the villains are kind of lackluster. Like, me and Jacob kind of were of that mindset when we were watching it. They get better, but it's one of those things where it's like they were already kind of weirdly derpy as is. I do like the main, at least right now, the current main villain looks like a Destiny avatar. Like his whole outfit, he looks like a warlock.
Neat. Ooh, shit, Kurt.
And he's called Revolver. Jesus, Curtis.
Yeah, well, I got stuck.
Jesus, Adam. Like I'm making fun of you, and I about died. We did it. Let's go.
Best of us.
Let's go, Jacob.
Yeah! Just me and you, Adam. 100 years, me and you.
My whole character arc's been nothing but that fashion.
We better hurry, Chris.
Just in time.
Looks like Taniks's ship is intact.
Oh god. I forgot what mission we were playing for a little bit. I was just like, time to run straight in there. Oh god.
Oh, well, we're doing a hard one because of the end boss fight is going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. I've already decided once we get there, I'm going to switch to my other, my protection subclass.
You mean like we normally do with this mission? So.
Yeah. Well, and with it being on this setting, I have a continuous bubble.
Not that that'll guarantee anything, because he gets crash damage.
Inside my bubble, you don't take much.
But if we're running around, like he's saying, like it.
Oh yeah. Or if I make a mistake, like I always do, and step outside my bubble and I die, and then you don't have my bubble.
Incompetent.
I'm more than just a bubble, you guys.
No.
No, you're not.
I wanted you to meet that. Like,
Thanks, Adam.
I guess I'll give back now. Oh. Get to hang back here, guys. You know, courage of the pack and whatnot.
I don't even get how that actually works.
No, not really. Ow. Ow!
He's immune.
I'm dead.
Now we gotta wait for Adam.
Shut up! I've still died less times than you.
Punk ass bitch.
We barely got anywhere, and I've still died less times than you, Curtis.
How is that possible?
Touche.
Maybe
I'm
Tanix
not
was
gonna
more
argue with you.
machine than we thought. He's not alive. Perhaps he never was.
Yes, praise the light. Did either of you do that for the eclipse?
Praise the light. I didn't
Yeah.
think about it.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Just laid on the ground so I wouldn't hurt my neck.
Oh, I praised
Tanix's
the
jamming
light.
field is still active. We'll await your light on the other side.
Ammo. I need primary ammo. We don't have juggler, do we?
No.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, this is gonna get a whole lot worse if we have juggler going on right now, so.
No, it's got ironclad, I believe, is the other, or the other thing, so they have more, yeah, some more enemies have shields, but not like that's a big deal.
It can be.
More enemies that have shields.
Well, I mean, not really
I
with the, not
surrender.
really with the burns,
Easy
though,
peasy.
'cause, I mean,
Alright, I got some ammo.
just remember, if you run completely out, you'll get free ammo out of nowhere, because that's how physics works. That's how war works.
Physics?
When you run out of ammo,
That still would be physics.
well, yeah, but I was adding on. My statement, I was still talking.
He's pretending to be people, Adam. Let him be.
Curtis isn't
Damn.
evil.
That hurt. I didn't super back yet, so no.
You could. Feel it. Over light.
Please to achieve.
Hey, where'd all the cards?
Yeah, I forgot, you're still playing black and white.
Yeah, you punked out.
I did. I did. He's immune.
And now I am. And now I'm not. And I don't know what's going on. Reality is warped. Time is bendable.
I was actually about to say, oh, son of a bitch, I didn't see him come up behind me. Thank you guys for both using your supers.
Yeah.
Gameplay.
Forgot that there was
I
that
suck.
core right there.
I suck. What do you expect? It's no better if you actually want to play than to play with me.
That's true.
Yeah, if we want a real challenge, we gotta put Curtis.
Yeah, exactly. Now
Like-
you understand.
It's like there's a nightmare mode in Destiny. It's weird.
Guardian down.
Who died?
Jeez!
Not me. Wasn't me.
I got full health, man.
By what? Was it the
Switch
captain? Yeah, it was the captain.
Probably.
Fucking splicer shooting through the thing.
Yeah, I still got him.
Got that one too.
I look a void. I mean, not a void. Scorch. Please don't hit me. Oh, you're hunting me.
myself up. I killed myself. My bad, guy. That was truly just me being happy.
I was lagging.
No!
Is it all up to Adam? It's all up to Adam.
Nope.
Oh.
Thank God. I was gonna be like, you guys are done screwed.
I'm ready. Whatever you guys did. Thank you.
Well, I got.
Oh God.
Like Guardian down. What the? Wait, what?
What killed you?
I don't know. It
Like,
killed Bundy.
like, I'm worried to go over there and find out, but
Yeah, you were in like a very like not killable spot.
Yeah, it's one.
What did say killed you?
death.
I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah. Again.
Or not. Really didn't think one of my hammers would be enough to kill it right there.
Because me and Jacob did all the heavy lifting.
Hey, I did a lot with my rocket launchers before I died. And then I died.
The key word, though, is you died.
I did.
And this isn't Dark Souls. It's not supposed to be expected.
Alright, I'll switch to my other class now.
Right. I cannot see anything between all these little suns that keep popping up. Jacob.
You'll need just hitting.
I need a couple more seconds for my bubble, so...
No!
There we go.
Oh yeah, I walked. Oh god, this is the one where we have to...
Really? Because I'm standing right here and I'm not. You probably took it as you were coming in.
Who just died?
Wasn't it?
Jacob, no!
And now he...
Yeah? I'm being loud.
That's right. Okay.
Ah, Jacob, you returned.
Pretty bad.
I saw that.
It just adds to the thrill and excitement. The challenge.
Ooh, do I have a Howard for
This is the one where we have to...
I do not.
They take damage up. Ah!
If you need me to pop my bubble somewhere else, just let me know.
Ow. Oh, karma.
Protect the skin. And I'm gonna go on another running spree.
Do you want me to place my bubble more towards the back?
Who are you talking?
Anyone?
He's not immune anymore. He's not immune anymore.
Yeah, everyone got all the things. Damn.
One if I can.
Oh. I dead.
Alright, Jake, I'm gonna pop my bubble over him when I get my next one, so... It'll be a P1 thing down. And I'm gonna wait till I have it. Just right
6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm good.
I've got it, so I'm going for it, Jake. So, no more bubble for you. Well, I meant, but, Farmer's knife. Ooh. Farmer's knife. Do you want me to move it back up?
Yeah. Because that's a pretty easily defensible position that we have.
Alright, it's back up.
Like, overall, like, this is the best position for us to have it in. Because it's the position that we can best defend. Where is he? Okay.
That's back up in the middle.
I got
So
killed.
invincible. I took out 3. He's good. He's able to be hit now.
There are others.
Oh, and there's invisible. Oh crap. I was almost backing shield. Does not have much health left, so. It almost might be worthwhile. I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say it might be worthwhile if you just beat this one or something.
You prevented Siva from restarting Tanix's
And I
mercenary
did
operation.
all the great.
2 skeleton keys. What a deal! I don't remember if I got the thing
The
from here, so
Guardian
I'm
will have
opening
plenty
it.
of opportunities to study Siva. The devils are far from defeated.
Yeah, guys, I was useful.
At the
What?
end.
Yeah!
Too bad it was nothing but defense.
Hey, defense is defense. It's actually one of the times we died the least in this. So.
Yeah, to be fair, we never had a total reset in there, so...
Well, that's not true. In there, yeah, but...
That's what I meant. That's why I said it in there.
How I got 3 of coins out of this? all right.
I kind of wish it would show more stuff because I'm wondering like how many orbs of light I created just by doing that. Oh yeah, I'm leader. Who the hell's idea was that?
I don't know. A trash person. Trash. What else do I have to say about the... I think I'm going to go through and rewatch all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows. Except for Duel Monsters. I'm not going to go back and rewatch, like, original Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because
Oh, why not? It's the best.
But that's the one I've seen the most.
True.
Like, that, the only other one that comes close to me having seen it as many times is 5Ds. And even still, like, I have not watched 5Ds near as much. What?
I was just trying to go to the tower and apparently it's like the turn.
You're really choppy right now, so.
Hello?
There you go.
Well, onto the tower.
So hit it.
But yeah, it's like I mean, I'll still go back. I mean, I might still break down and watch Duel Monsters again, just because. I mean,
I did here recently.
like
I skipped to Battle City.
You mean when the show actually got good?
Yeah. When it actually started making sense.
No, it never made sense, man. It's when it got like, okay, I kind of understand this a little bit more.
When they actually like had some rules.
Yeah, instead of just I summon Dark Magician, turn 1.
Dark Magician, fine. Flame Swordsman, I have a problem with.
They never fixed that though.
They kind of did because they gave him the blue Flame Swordsman.
But he still had the normal Flame Swordsman.
Yeah,
and
but
he
he did
still
start using
used
it less and less.
Well, because I think they realized it's like Red Eyes is cooler.
It was cooler.
I know. That's why my screen's just okay. There we go.
Yeah, my screen is just white
For
too.
centuries, we
okay.
feared the
Hi.
forces of darkness massing against us.
Yeah.
We sought to hide and cower.
Oh, it's for
And if the
Destiny
black-
No, I don't
2.
think this is enough.
No more.
No, it's for Destiny 2, I think.
No, it's
These guardians show us
Yeah.
what we are, what we have always been,
Um,
and what we will be again.
this is the end of the first campaign.
We are what remains of the light, and we will not.
it is. Why?
Yeah, why did it play that?
I kind of want it to give me like the Stranger's Rifle, anyways.
I know why. It's because Jake. It's because me and you did the we did the
Dark Garden.
yeah, the Black Garden, and then didn't go back to. Yeah, but we went back to the tower before
Yeah.
that.
But you were
That's
in control,
weird.
I guess that's normal. And
You know,
That's, That's so weird.
huh? Well, that was a fun and exciting thing. If anybody ever goes back and watches this stream of what I've done, just here we are,
Well,
like all like light, like all level 40s, 2 light level 400, 1 light level 399. Finally get the ending cinematic for Vanilla Destiny.
I was and what's bad is none of us well, Jacob recognized it off the bat.
I did.
But I corrected myself. I said none, and then I said Jake did. But
Still, that was weird.
that was really weird. Well, especially since it's not like we hadn't done other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was so confusing.
I don't know, but whatever. But yeah, back to I do like Duel Monsters as much as I do. I mean, it still has my favorite villain. Well, it has my favorite villains for the most part. Like, there's a couple of villains from the other seasons that I really like, mostly from like the Japanese dubs of them. But because the Japanese dub villains are much better than the English dub villains, unless it's Merrick. So, because they kind of didn't really change that much with Merrick, except less him saying, I'm going to just straight up murder somebody, and more, you're going to the Shadow Realm.
Well, originally, like, the Shadow Realm was never a thing, was it?
No, they had it where, like, they banished, but they never said Shadow Realm. It's like, I'm going to banish your soul to, like, hell, or something like that. Or the Netherworld. Like, I mean, they killed a lot more people. Like, Bandit Keith straight up died and was just resurrected and stuff. Like, when he attacked Pegasus at the end of, like, he died.
I know he also had a gun to his head.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of guns. But, like, Bandit Keith dies at that point, and he gets brought back. Like, later on, like, he's, like, basically a zombie.
Check whenever you need.
Well, and that's kind of how he behaves in the show, too, afterwards.
Well, I mean, like, they explain it, like, I do like how they explain it away a bit better, instead of just, oh, by the way, zombie Bandit Keith. They actually go like, well, he's controlled. He's under the influence of the Millennium Rod. Because, I mean, even in the Japanese dub, that was, like, that was the power of the Millennium Rod, was mind control. But, it just always seemed weird that it's like, and apparently Merrick knows necromancy now, so, because Bandit Keith was straight up dead. It was like original dub, and but yeah, Duel Monsters has my favorite villains, the majority of my favorite villains of the series, and then and I mean, out of any of the series. Because, I mean, the cards are almost, like, the Egyptian God cards are almost, like, in the English version of them are almost, like, 15 years old now. And they're still awesome. Like, I still have the Egyptian God card theme saved on my computer to listen to every so often. So there's that. But, I mean, I will say probably like overall story, or at least like the intro story. Like, I liked the 5D's intro story the most out of any of the stories. I'll say Arc 5 had the best like overall story. I didn't like parts of Arc 5. Arc 5 was weird. Like, Arc 5 was a hard watch just because there were parts that they explained a whole lot, and then there were other parts that they chose not to explain at all.
You just worry about the product.
Have you watched any of Arc 5?
No.
Do you mind if I spoil some of the some of the stuff? Okay. Well, Arc 5, like, they explain, it's like, okay, it's kind of a separate continuity from all the other Yu-Gi-Ohs, but they explain, it's like, okay, it used to be all one reality, but then it got split up into multiple different realities, and the different realities are based on a different summoning archetype. That's why, like, each season would focus on a different summoning archetype. That's why, like, there was original, just like Ritual was the main big thing in original Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Then GX had Fusion, then 5Ds had Synchro. Like, they explained that was basically, that was the reality, like, depending on what form they summoned, that was their reality. And the main character is actually the reincarnation of the main villain of that whole season, of that whole show. And he's also the one Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist that does not beat the main villain, because he is the main villain at the end of the show. Like, everybody else is fighting against him. And then another thing that Arc 5 did, because they were dimension hopping and stuff, and they had some of the characters from the older shows come back, and eventually, like, people explained it to me, eventually, that they aren't the same characters from the show, but, like, they had, did you ever watch any of 5Ds, or any, Chris?
I think I watched a little bit of it, but not. Hold on. Let me look that up.
Which one? 5Ds or?
Yeah, because I gotta place it with. I watched some of it.
Okay. Well, like the two characters that come back from 5Ds, they have Jack, the guy who had like the one-wheeled motorcycle, who was essentially the Kaiba for that. He came back, and then Crow came back. Crow was the one who had the Blackwing cards. The deck that I have that I really like. Like they both came back. Then they had Alexis from GX come back, the main girl, and they had what's his name, the guy who had the Destiny Heroes. He had like the gray hair and everything, and
I remember who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name either. Like
he came back as well, and I remember one of the things that like the whole internet was not happy at is like every other season had like legacy characters come back, even though they weren't the same characters. They still had them come, except for Duel Monsters. Like no Duel Monster characters came back. And like for a long time, because like for a big portion of the show, one of the main villains, well, actually like the main evil reality for Arc 5 was the Fusion Dimension, the GX Dimension. And like the main foot soldiers were like the Academy kids. Like they were sending like the Academy kids into the dimensions and summoning creatures to kill people. But they were all obelisk blue. Like they would wear like these ornate obelisk blue uniforms and everything. And for the longest time, people were like, because that was around the time when Dark Side of Dimensions was coming out. So people were like, well, this is called Dark Side of Dimensions. So they're bringing up Dimensions. And then Arc 5 is dealing with Dimensions. It's the same academy that Kaiba founded that's doing all this. So they're like, is Kaiba the main villain of Arc 5? Or, he wasn't. But it was just like people were wanting it to be like an evil reality version of Kaiba. Like they wanted it to be explained like this was a reality where the Pharaoh never mind crushed Kaiba. So he was still evil like at the beginning of the show.
Gotcha, that would be pretty cool.
Oh well, bye.
Jacob. Where'd Jacob go?
I guess he was lagging too much.
Oh.
But there was that. Like that was the big thing. But people were like, "Why is there no Duel Monster cameo?" Like there was no Duel Monster cameo or anything. Like no characters or anything that were brought up. So people weren't especially happy with that. I did end up liking Zexal a lot more than I thought I was going to. It got really weird towards the end. It has one of the best villains in the entire show. Like in the entire, like all the shows. It has one of the best villains in it. I would actually put him right underneath Merrick for me. Just because, like, they just make him, like, crazy. Like, he's acting crazy, he's doing crazy things. He, like, his whole motivation, like, he's talking about, he's like, yeah, before this, I started a whole, like, interdimensional war between these two races. You want to know how I did it? I basically played mind games with my mom and dad, convinced my dad to kill my mom, and then brutally murdered my dad to become king so I could continue to force this war to happen. And when I knew that I was going to lose, I basically just nuked everyone so that way I wouldn't lose alone. And then when I found out that I could come back, I made a pact with Satan so I could come back just so I could continue this war. Why do I want to have this war? No real reason. I just want to have it.
Well then.
And like, he masquerades as like the main character's best friend through the entire show. Like, they don't tell you that he's the main villain until like the last 5 episodes of the show. So like for the whole show, like they're looking for the main villain, and he's right there next to him, like giving them advice on how to beat the actual like other good guys. Like you find out that all the people that they thought were the villains were actually other good guys trying to help them out. So he was using the main character to take out all of the main character's allies and everything.
Jake doesn't have internet.
Ah. But, what's another? I
don't know, but you're gonna have to hold that. I'm gonna bail from that anyway. I'm starting to get a headache, so.
Oh, okay. Well.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.